Today, on Be Something Wonderful, the law of assumption is the master key to everything you want. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Big video today. We're going to talk again about the Neville Goddard's law of assumption. But I want to talk about it from the perspective of this client that when I first talked to him, it was last July. And the second time we talked was yesterday. And what a difference. Last July, he was in the process of trying, right, his words, trying to change his name to I am Beyonce. Not to Beyonce, but to I am Beyonce. And I just loved it. I loved his passion for Beyonce. I loved his passion for the name change that I am Beyonce, that identity. And so during this session last July, he was holding up a letter of rejection, right? Of them turning down his legal name change to I am Beyonce. And during the session, I could see the change within him. He goes, you know what, Tom? I am Beyonce. Standing fully in that identity. We talked about the idea that there are no authorities outside of I am. There's no other authority, there's no other power than your assumption of who you are. Do you hear it? Not the outer world will reflect that. And just because you're not seeing that and there's some letter, that has no power, has no authority. That's like Jesus in front of Pontius Pilate. You would or could have no power or authority over me if it's not given from above. In that moment, he decided he was not going to give that letter, those authorities, the power and authority over his state of being, over who he is saying he is. This is the power of the law of assumption. It goes beyond belief, right? He might have been trying to believe it before then, but now he was being it. He was declaring it. His assumption is the truth of his reality. Assumptions are reality. They're your reality. They're the truth of who you are. They don't require proof. That's the metaphysical definition of an assumption. They don't require proof from anything out there. You're the proof. This is what he demonstrated. So in yesterday's session, he goes, well, Tom, I have a letter, but I haven't opened it. A letter from the same, quote, authorities. But he wanted to open it during the session. Hear the power here. He was so much in his conviction that I am Beyonce. In other words, that is my name, no matter what this letter says. And he opens the letter and reads it, and I got tingles. It was approved. Legally, his name was changed to I am Beyonce, and he did it live with me on the Zoom. That's power. I'm going to talk about the law of assumption and again, just to demonstrate what he did and the power of standing in the truth of what you declare is reality, right? Remember, you are pure positive potential to be all that you desire. You're all things, all potential, the potential to be all things. And that potential is shifting and changing forms in every moment. So even as he was holding that letter, that could be anything. That letter was all potential. But he stood in his knowing of what he said he wanted it to be, who he is. So it must be that. But it can reflect anything. Your states and experiences change, but your pure potential, who you really are, doesn't. It never changes. You're always all identities. You're always all realities. You're always all potential. All versions of you exist within you and will always exist. Neville Goddard says this: if you assume that you are what you want to be, your desire is fulfilled. Period. Stop. Full stop. We could go on, but that's powerful. Hear it again. If you assume that you are what you want to be, your desire is fulfilled. This is what I am Beyonce did. He stood in that knowing that I am Beyonce, right? Despite all the legal rigmarole that they were throwing at him last July. I am Beyonce no matter what. It's the law of assumption, right? Assumptions, Neville Goddard talks about assumptions hardening into fact. But really, what I want to go further than that, assumptions are facts. Because there are no facts outside of your declaration, your assumption of who you are. Assumptions don't merely become reality, they are reality. I am Beyonce no matter what. That was powerful. Let's unpack it. I am Beyonce. Masterclass, really, in the law of assumption, right? You are the proof of your wish fulfilled. He knew that. He moved to that idea that I'm proof. I don't need evidence of authorities telling me that I am Beyonce. I am Beyonce, right? Accepted as certain or truth or certain without proof, right? You don't require proof because you are the proof. That's what an assumption means. If you look up in the dictionary, it says an assumption accepted as true or certain without proof. But there is no proof other than you. There you are. I want to remind you that here you are at the center of all that is. And if you're at the center of all that is, that oneness, well, God can't be divided. Infinity can't be divided up. So if you're at the center of it all, you are all of it. There's no world, universe, or anything outside of your awareness of it. And you're all of it. So when you declare something, you don't just change your world, you change all worlds, all realities, all potential. You are uplifting all that is because you are all that is. 3D circumstances mean nothing. And boy, was this a demonstration of that, right? A mere aspect of God, of all that is. No, you're not just a mere aspect. Because some want to go, well, okay, yeah, I'm an aspect of God. Not just an aspect, because remember, an aspect of God is all of God. God can't be divided up. It can't be split up. You can't split infinity or God. You can't add to it or take away from it. It has to be all of it. And if you are an individualized center of I am, then you're all of I am. You're all of God. Wow, that's powerful. The great I am. The great I am, the one divine mind, the great I am, this is it, you're the center of that great I am, is greater than I am, or I am experiencing as reality. But I am and the great I am are one. This is what Scripture says, right? The Father is greater than I, meaning I am, or I am conscious of being, or experiencing as reality, as that great reality. But the Father and I are one, or I am and the great I am are one. There's no separation. So remember, so hear this, whatever your experience is, it's experience of all that is. Not just some of it, not just an aspect of it. Yes, you're seeing through those physical eyes, you're in those physical senses. But behind all of that is all that is. Wow, your experience is all that is. And you can't divide up God or that great unity of reality. This means, or that this means within your I am experience, not this means within your I am experience is all of God, all power, all potential, all-knowing, everywhere, all at once, meaning omnipresent. So wherever you are at all, God is. Wherever God is at all, the all of God is. But wherever you are at all in your consciousness, all of God is. Because wherever God is at all, the all of God must be. You are not just an aspect of that great divine mind, you are all of it. That's powerful. This means your assumptions of who you are don't merely change your experience or perception of the world, although your experience and perceptions will change, but it's not like we think with our lower linear 3D rational mind. It doesn't merely change that. It creates it out of the infinite potential of all that is. It creates the world or your experience. It creates all of it. So your assumptions don't just change your experience or perception of what you believe is out there. it changes out there. It changes your entire world. Not only that, it changes all that is within it. Remember, all that is all that is. It's changeless. But as you, as the center of it, you uplift all of it by deciding the ideal that who you are. When you decide who you are, all that is running, you're summoning all the power, all the knowing, all the potential of all that is, because you are all that is. So you are reflecting all that is in that assumption. That's why this question asked by Jesus, your I am awareness, is perhaps the most important question ever asked. Right? In Matthew 16:15, when Jesus questions his disciples, right? Who do they say I, the Son of Man, am? And as the disciples answer, they go off into tangents, talking about John the Baptist, one of the prophets, Jeremiah, who knows? But all of that's representing you believing that those are, just like I am Beyonce, the authorities trying to tell them, no, that's not who you are, right? They don't determine who you are, you do, but who do you say that I am? And I am Beyonce said, I am Beyonce no matter what. The others don't tell me that. The 3D authorities don't tell me that. The world doesn't determine that. My past doesn't determine that. That past letter of rejection doesn't mean anything. It doesn't exist anymore because I am new in this moment. I determine who I am. I am is all power. It's all knowing. It's all authority. It's the only reality. Very powerful. The only process, technique, action, affirmation, or assumption you ever need is I am. Yeah, I am is a verb, right? They call it it's the greatest state of verb ever, right? It describes a state, but that's an action. It's to be who you are, who you really are, whoever you say you are, whoever you assume you are, right? You only need me from the chosen, Jesus. You only need me. You only need that I am awareness of who you are. You don't need the authorities to tell you who you are, right? Your assumption of I am already that which I desire to be is reality. It's the only reality. The 3D world experience forms around who and what you are conscious of being. No exceptions. It's law. And wow, was that demonstrated by I am Beyonce like never before, right? Your assumptions shift you instantly to the version, identity, and reality that you claim as true of you and your experience of reality. It's an immediate shift. Beyonce moved there immediately. It didn't matter what the authorities were saying. It doesn't matter what was going on in linear time last July with that letter. When I am Beyonce declared it and said, I am Beyonce no matter what, that was an immediate shift. It doesn't matter now. It makes it irrelevant what the authorities say. But of course, the authorities in the world will form around that assumption. It must, because there's no other law but you. Remember Jesus in The Chosen, when he's talking to the crowd, right, and to the Pharisees, right, and they say, you know, that this is blasphemy, right? When Jesus is declaring himself the one and only Savior, right? That they need him to be saved, and they point to the law, and they said, well, you're going to be executed. You could be executed put to death on the law. And then Jesus, your I am awareness says, I am the law of Moses. So they were saying, according to the law of Moses, you could be put to death. Jesus declares, I am the law of Moses. You are the law. There's no reality. It's only what you claim to be true. Your assumptions shift you instantly to the version or identity and reality that you claim is true of you and your experience of reality, no matter what. It's not about trying to believe or looking for proof. That now makes no sense. It makes no sense for I am Beyonce either. Your assumptions are reality. I am is the proof. It's beyond belief. It's the awareness and knowing that I am who and what I assume I am, right? I am that I am. What do I do? That question always comes. Yeah, but Tom, what do I do? Assume it. I am is a verb, right? Be it. It's a statement of truth or fact of reality. That's the only thing you got to do is be it. That's the action. It's an interaction. An assumption is an action, right? It requires no outside physical action, although you might do things, you might take some actions, just as he did. But it's the interaction that drives all outer actions, that creates outer actions or creates reality, right? Remember, those are all manifestations, even actions. Right? It's that interaction of declaring it. Accept it, claim it, be it. Right? That's powerful. Beliefs create doubt and can be shaken, proved or disproved, right? By outside conditions and circumstances or interchanging thoughts and feelings. So you go beyond mere belief, proving or disproving, looking at outside conditions and circumstances, following your changing inner thoughts and feelings. Instead, assumptions are the conviction of being. They can't be shaken. They don't require proof. They are true or your truth no matter what. Assumptions are your truth within that come from being, not believing. Hear it again. Assumptions are your truth of reality within that come from being, not believing. Right? It goes beyond belief. Assumptions are an announcement of your reality, an announcement of your experience of reality. I Am Beyonce, this client, demonstrated a masterclass in the law of assumption. This is what Neville Goddard says, and this is what I Am Beyonce did. What you see when you look at something depends not so much on what is there as on the assumption you make when you look. Do you hear that? He had that letter in his hand, showing me on Zoom, the sealed letter, and said, I'm going to open it now. Last time we talked, July, he was showing a letter of rejection. Same authorities, right? Same authorities. But of course, they're different now because he's different, right? What you see when you look at something depends not so much on what is there as on the assumption you make when you look. It doesn't matter what's there because you put it there. So in that absolute assumption, that letter must reflect the legal name change that he's already assumed he is. And there it was. He read it out loud. I Am Beyonce is who he is. I Am Beyonce opened up the letter from the absolute conviction and certainty beyond mere belief where doubt and unfulfillment are impossible, right? It's beyond mere belief. Now doubt and non-fulfillment is impossible. He's in fulfillment, period. Fulfillment's the only reality because he assumed it, right? That I am who I say I am no matter what. That's the law of assumption. That's the master key to everything you want. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness where we help you level up, become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for the beautiful comments from the live stream that we had on the membership channel. Wow, we're getting emails about the live stream. Some of you are saying it was the most powerful one yet, that we covered a lot of questions. I'm really delighted that you're enjoying it. And we will announce the next live stream. We'll make an announcement soon on that. Thank you. Thank you for being part of the membership channel. There's also more content coming out in the membership channel. Thank you for joining us on our Facebook group, the Be Something Wonderful Ambassadors at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful. For joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin. For joining our TikTok at Be Something Wonderful. And for just being with us every day. If you're a member of the membership channel, thank you for being there. If you're not, just check out the link below. That live stream is now available for viewing, and some of you said that you watched it several times. Really happy about that. We went in almost an hour and a half, an hour and 20 minutes, I believe, or just under an hour and 20 minutes. Creators with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude. This is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful in Las Vegas. Until next time, we'll see you soon.